saying. But I never disappeared, you know.
One of the baddest hip-hop superstar, that is none other than
Ukwayo Tichuba, Dichagamente, Lloyd Kerutela, Liuna Knob, Olego Piloboa. Johnny Yesuna, Uganda Denu Chana Meka, Nero Nomi Tikoya, Yamini Dushuni Tinga, and Anna no Port Kobe.
Hello, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, who is watching this wonderful program. My name is MC Dag, the Black Man, and this evening we have one of the baddest hip-hop superstar, that is none other than the RAPHAEL Jsp-E. Watch the space as we interview the big man right now. First and foremost, why have you decided to brand new style as Lao Indigenous Hip Hop?
Well, Lao Indigenous Hip Hop is hip hop in the local dialects. It is hip hop in the local language. As you hear from the word Indigenous Hip Hop, it is hip hop in the local language. But hip hop melev Lao. You know, back in the days, people have been rapping in English. People, rappers having to learn the best English they can, the best vocabularies, the best accents, to try and display, in the lyrics. Now, utetamane ukelgini luoni indigenous hip hop, but kitame ubinukede was as a result of a movement called Luga Flow movement. So Luga means languages. So flow chadong could be a flow in any language. So the sense was that we should be influencing people from different cultures, to be practicing hip hop in their local languages. And also don't forget, hip hop is knowledge, and so we are in a knowledge movement. So you cannot be bringing knowledge in a constituency when you are not using their indigenous dialect to communicate. And that's why I do indigenous hip hop, because I'm better Lao and I should be doing it in my local dialect.
You started hip hop all the way from nowhere, and all over you came and top up the chart, and you gained everything. But for a while, you decided just to disappear. Why?
I never disappeared, man. I was around, I've been riding around Uber, Jinjakam, Tasoba, riding to check on my, my homies. But I've been with your mogo, who were playing my songs, and they were discussing also, oh, this guy has nice songs, this guy is talented, but he disappeared, still, as you are also saying. But I never disappeared, it was just a different approach to life, getting involved into something more, something that is more sustainable than just entertaining people sometimes. And again, also, I also need to get out of the industry as a builder to see who are those coming in with the new stories, who are those coming in indigenous hip hop, for me to see, is my movement taking root. That's where I also get to measure and see how many have been influenced to come and practice indigenous hip hop.
Ngoy na mede yiro pifans ni achalo martino ya parbo ngweni do tio motuno kwani.
Oh, Jamitia Paul. Having got out for some time, in 2018, I never released anything, just for the reasons I told you. But 2019, I am energized. I have so many things that I knew. For example, I had to respond quickly because I knew I had taken long. So in Indwachel, Medwemachel, I already had a hit. Not yet a hit anyway, but a new song, Maktijwegra. So just telling the boys, this is 2019 and it's most likely to be rough, but the motto is Maktichwegra. But moving forward, I expect to be working with other young people, other young people in writing lyrics, in writing stories, poems, because hip hop is just about poetry. So as a builder, I need to be working with some groups of people who should be coming into the industry to educate their fellows. Yeah.
Now that you have done Lao indigenous hip hop for long, would you comment the status of northern Ugandan hip hop?
Hip hop is a huge discipline. We must respect that. It has developed in other places, but I think even in Uganda, it has not yet developed so much. But speaking about northern region in particular, I think it has just begun, by the way. Hip hop has just begun. And more so talking about indigenous hip hop, this is just the beginning. I remember back in the days in Kampala, for it to come to the level that you are seeing, it took the builders about 10 years. And now for us, we are just 5 years down the road. And whether the people are doing hip hop, that's another discussion. Whether they are doing rap, that's another discussion. But the state of hip hop, for me, it is just beginning. It is just beginning. And for those of us who are stuck in it, we believe there is something new coming, because now I believe people are now starting to regain their self-value of their own identity.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It was yet another Black Man Criminology. My name is MC Dagi, the Black Man. Today in the program called the Celeb Spot, we had our visitor called RAPHAEL Jsp-E.
Opoi tutwa RAPHAEL me bichunke na me mako bendera me ipopela me tingu nyiwa mal tutwa. Opoi tutwa.
Opoya.
Nino kenda kidoka do oluoni.
Adwogo.
Opoi tutwa ina me been watching man program man oluoni the Celeb Spot. It had been another Black Man Criminology Celeb Spot every Friday. MC Dagi, the Black Man. Watch the space as
warnia team interview me we da chak don ka chatumo warna teketi wo nyera pola me anparo mo juko kopi don chate ka me anu tekere dan patieko wonya si na winyu en pange dan ka gamo ka wonya yelo gamo in ngeni ro tise mano lone kopo kane amiti baby we chi yiri win ko mabe kopo kane dek amito tamate